Okay. Itamexistiko, good day. It is Moon Day afternoon, the 30th of March 2020 in the lunar cycle Saaki Sum, the duck moon, and as of about, what was it, maybe 9 o'clock this morning, yeah, Chels and I have been relegated to home arrest, so to speak. Yeah, there was an update on the federal website canada.ca, regarding the protocols for travelers. And we do, at this point, travelers returning to Canada must quarantine for 14 days in their home. And we can go outside, but just on our property, like adjacent to the home, nowhere where anybody else is going to go. Like we could go to a balcony, we could go to a backyard, but it looks like coulee walks are off for the remainder of our 14-day duration. So we've got 8 or 9 days left, basically. Hey? Yeah. Because we're just in day 6. No symptoms. We're not sick or anything. No. And, you know, we weren't taking walks just to exhibit dangerous behavior, because I don't think it is dangerous. In fact, I think it's probably like what they're concerned with is this kind of xenophobic, you know, we're going to be bringing in germs from the outside. I understand, like, the airport, the concern with us moving through the airports, the need for some self-isolation. And so that's what we have been and we're doing, following the rules that we thought, or that had, at least up until today, included we could take walks. Now, I know, you know, when I'm out in the coulee, I see way fewer people than I see from my backyard. So my thinking is, it's actually more dangerous to tell me, you know, just go to the backyard instead of the coulees. But it's a national level order. And so, you know, if you're living rural, your backyard can be 10, 20 acres or whatever. Yeah. We have kind of a backyard space close to that, which we were using, but now we're relegated to sticking to the one right at our home, which, you know, whatever. I don't think anybody's in any danger either way, and so we'll just do what we have to do. But given that we made some concessions for that today, and we're totally in agreement to comply with the new newly stated regulations on the website, we gave ourselves a break. You know, to go through day 1. We figured, all right, we had been buckling down, you know, to get our diet in check and all of this stuff, boost our immune system. Today, it's not that kind of day. No. So, like, breakfast. Breakfast was 2 guys in a pizza place. They're almond chicken. What is it? Honey almond chicken. Oh, it's the best, you guys. Now, I didn't, you know, we didn't eat much. Like, we didn't, like, eat a whole extra large pizza for breakfast. But just the fact that we've switched to pizza and, like, beer for the day, you know. Pizza and we're allowing ourselves a little alcohol today. You know, we're not going to be around anybody, so not that we don't need to still boost our immune system, but we're taking a day off. Yeah. We're taking a day off and, you know, just kind of coming to grips with the new reality that we can't even go to the coulees. It's gotten that ridiculous. It's gotten to that level. But this is what happens when you have rules that are like they're not based on everybody's specific situation. You know, I can see if you're living in like Vancouver or something, yeah, it's probably not cool for you to go to like Stanley Island or what, and hike around if you've just gotten back from an abroad trip, because there's a lot of people using those areas. But for us in the coulees, you know, there have been hours we walked yesterday and the day before where we didn't see a single person, you know. So whatever, it is what it is. It's Moon Day, start of a new week, and we're just gonna take it day by day. And this is round 6 of 14 for self-isolation COVID-19 2020. Merlins are busy in my tree. Getting it on right in my front yard. Yeah, the big question is just where will they nest? So we've seen them in my spruce tree. I've seen them across. He's back that way. It's another one that they've been visiting. That one over here. And I think that one that's way behind. So the Merlins are having, for the last few days, very sexually active afternoons here around my place. Which is cool. Gives me something to tune into for my backyard nature studies. This is as wild as it gets for a little bit. Suppose that'll be good for me for a week too. Kind of tune into what's happening around me a bit. And especially the close quarters. Probably will do a bit of a scan to see what kind of insect life is up and awake yet in my yard. I'm sure there's some. Yeah, it's those Merlins. That one back here. They just had quite a romp in my tree though. I don't know if they'll go right back to that anytime quick. There's a couple of crows. Crows and magpies are building nests now. I haven't observed the behavior myself yet, but I got a call today from a client who wanted a magpie nest knocked out of her mom's backyard. A nest that they were starting, and I had my skunk sub go and take care of that. One of them's on the move. Oh, that's a flicker. That was a flicker. The Merlin itself is still up in that tree. See it there? The branch of the farther tree. Merlin's a little falcon, for those that aren't aware. They will be feeding, oh, there goes the other one. They'll be feeding on all the little birds at the backyard feeders this summer. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Back to the mating tree in my front yard. Right on. Let's see if she's joined. Come on, buddy. She's calling for you. Let's see if he's up for it yet. She's expecting a quick turnaround. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't think he's ready yet. All right, I can get into this drama here. Calling back and forth to each other. I'm pretty sure she wants him to come to the tree. Okay. Where is she? She's kind of up there in the middle. I don't know if you can see her, but I can see her. I'm trying to put center screen. There's a kind of a blue where you can see through the between the two stalks, and she's just in there, so she can look at him through that. Oh, she took off. She took off. There she goes. Now she's up here. Now, I am assuming a little bit that this is the she, but that might not be the case. Could be the he, in fact. Yeah, I'm not sure with Merlins whether they got the same kind of like lighter colored males or not. Anyway, that's what's happening in my backyard this afternoon. Merlin mating. I've been drawing a bath little by little, you know, filling our tub with the super hot water. So I'm gonna do a good soak. We're just lazing around. We watched a movie on Netflix, Quiet Space, horror movie. It's pretty freaky. But one thing I didn't get, I don't know if you're familiar with the movie, but one of the key plot holes for me was, if you know that the monsters are attracted to sound, why not trap them? Use that sound as bait. The Merlins were just romping right in our front yard in the tree. Yeah, they were just getting it on right there.
Well, nature for us in our front yard, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the plants.
Tomatoes are looking pretty decent. They pop back. They bounce back. Some of the kale still really spindly.
Yeah,
you know?
But those ones over there, they're like rocking out.
Some of them are doing all right. Yeah, these are the newly planted ones, I think.
Yeah. But the last one, don't look at the last one. It's a sad one. It's a calm one.
Yeah. Doing our day 6.
Yeah.
It was drizzling rain. Now it's lightly snowing to sleeting, somewhere in that category. If it keeps up at night when the temperature drops, there could actually be more white on the ground. Definitely not our last snow of the year, because every year when the geese are sitting their nests, there's big snowstorms. So we have that yet to come. For the next 8 or 9 days, I'll be monitoring it out my front window and backyard. Yeah, I'm having troubles adjusting, but it'll come. All right, we're gonna see. We have news via Facebook that there's a hamper at our door.
Oh!
We got somethings. We got somethings.
We got some potatoes.
Stay in here, Polly. Stay in here.
We got
Come
some
on, Po.
potatoes.
Oh.
I can make some fried potatoes.
Potatoes.
I don't know if you want to wipe them down, but...
Yeah, let's do the... Where's our Clorox?
We got some wild arugula.
That's a lot of...
We gotta juice that, or like...
Yeah, that's a lot of something. Oh.
That's a lot. Oh, we got your favorite.
Dude. How are we gonna use that much of? What's that? Corn? My favorite?
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, mushrooms. No. No, no. Not my favorite.
I know.
Tomatoes, peppers on the other hand, that's good stuff. Some lettuce.
Oh, we got some more tomatoes.
Some of those tomatoes are good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, we're not going to be able to
We should become vegan.
Lysol all this stuff correct.
Should we go vegan?
Well, what we should do is juice a lot of this stuff.
Okay.
Because this is, we're never going to eat that many
we could juice it.
tomatoes and arugula real quick. You know, we won't juice the peppers. But yeah, I think we'll just set it aside for tonight. And tomorrow we'll juice the heck out of stuff. We'll make our own V8 juice.
We could do our own, we could juice it and freeze it. Or refrigerate it.
Yeah.
Freeze it, we could last a little longer.
I could take that V8 juice thing out of the fridge, empty it because it's way old and not good. And we can juice, because the tomatoes will add a nice base to it.
And this could go to compost.
Yeah, somebody might want...
Who wants mushrooms?
Mushrooms. Anybody want mushrooms? We got a ton of mushrooms, and we got 2 cans of mushroom soup, and they're available. Whoever's interested in mushrooms, and obviously, look, we're not touching any of the mushrooms themselves. But yeah, mushrooms, anyone? We got lots of mushrooms and mushroom soup. Let us know if you're in Lethbridge.